Hey everyone, we go reviews here. It's White Rice Wednesday, which means it's time for my Survivor recap. So to recap on tonight's episode, they're basically dealing with the fact that Ben pulled out an idol at last tribal council, and Ben's happy the fact he didn't go home. I mean, I'd be happy in his shoes if I was on the bottom, and if literally everyone in your tribe voted for you, and you just pull out an idol. That's gonna feel really great. And of course, everybody wants Ben to go home next. I mean, he's public enemy number one out there. And Devin says that let me get my notes here. Ben obviously is on the bottom, so he needs to find an idol. So he's going out there to look for an idol. But what I can't figure out is that you know that he's on the bottom. Why is nobody following him out there with search for an idol? They're just standing there saying, "Oh, well, he's never going to find another idol again." Go after him. I mean, save your own asses out there. The reward challenge, they are running in pairs. They're tied to a rope and they have to go through an obstacle and have to land 5 rings. And they'll win a helicopter ride to a private beach and they'll get some lamb and chicken. But they'll actually get to sleep in a bed that night. So that's actually they'll be good. They'll be well rested for the next immunity challenge. And the pairs are Ben and Ashley, Chrissy and Devin, and Ryan and Mike. And as soon as I saw the pairs, I'm like, is it really any question who's going to win? And sure enough, my hunch was right, and Chrissy and Devin won. And Chrissy and Devin had to choose only one person to go with them, and they chose Ryan. And Ashley was a bit pissed because her and Devin have been in an alliance for a while now, and she was surprised that she wasn't chosen. And Ben sees this as an opportunity to find a crack in the alliance, try to make it so he's not the threat anymore. So when they go back to camp, they're pretty much venting. Mike was pissed as well, and I kind of agree with Mike's theory because Mike is the swing vote. He's the only one left from the original Soko tribe. So you would think somebody as unpredictable as Mike, you might want to get him to swing your way. When if you're Chrissy and Devin, you already know you have Ryan, so you've got nothing to lose with Ryan. I would take somebody who you could possibly flip to your side. And I do have to, as much as I don't like Ben right now, I have to agree with him on this, saying that Ashley and Mike are acting like a bunch of babies because they weren't chosen. I do agree with that. And again, Ben's going to look for an idol, but they don't follow him. And what I don't understand is, again, how hypocritical Ben is. He's pissed at Ashley because Ashley won't talk to him or talk strategy. But in the same sense, he just said that he was going to try to play Ashley so he would get the target off his back. And Ashley's a smart player. She saw right through that. She knows that Ben's on the bottom and he's trying to stir the pot. So I'm glad Ashley, at least saw that. And while they're on the reward, Devin says that the next vote obviously should be Ben, but then after that it should be Mike. Solely because he's unpredictable and the fact that he hasn't rubbed anybody the wrong way. So when you have no enemies, that's jury gold. And Chrissy, Devin, and Ryan make a pact to go to the final 3 together. And I gotta say, I'm really liking that final 3. I've liked Devin and Ryan since day 1, and same goes with Chrissy. So if those 3 happen to go in the final 3, I'll be happy. Chrissy isn't sure if she wants to keep Ben over Ashley. Ashley, because Ashley's rubbed Chrissy the wrong way before, and it's just mind-boggling. It's like, why wouldn't you get rid of Ben? Devin said it himself this episode that if they keep Ben, nobody stands a chance out there. So it's pretty stupid at this point to keep anybody else over Ben. The immunity challenge, they had to go up a ladder and down a net and untie some knots to release sandbags, and they had to work on it would release a ladder with a monkey fist. Like, they had to throw a monkey fist that would release a ladder, and then they had to work on a prong puzzle. And of course, our puzzle queen Chrissy won, so congrats to Chrissy on that immunity win. I gotta say, Chrissy's excellent on the puzzles this season. So they go back to camp, and again, Ben's going out there to look for an idol, and nobody's going after him. It's like, are you serious, people? Why the hell is nobody going after him? Chrissy says that she tries to pitch to everyone that she wants to get Ashley out first, saying that she doesn't trust Ashley and that she is more likable and appealing to the jury if she makes it to the final three. But like I mentioned before, Devin said that nobody stands a chance if Ben's in the final three, and I agree. If Ben tells about his story about PTSD, and he's a veteran, and all the moves he's making out there, yeah, there's no way anybody's going to win against Ben. And Ben actually does find an idol clue, but it's actually interesting because this reminds me of Kelly Wentworth back in Second Chance season, because the idol's actually hidden underneath the camp and everybody's sitting around camp. So Ben really has his work cut out for him to try to get it, especially since Tribal Council is like now. Like, he literally has no time to get the idol. At Tribal Council, Ashley is upset that she wasn't chosen for the reward, and Mike mentions again how Ben's the biggest threat out there, and Mike can definitely see Ben getting his way again, that if he can get through this, then Ben will be able to make it to the final three. He'll be able to charm his way to the final three. And I wasn't sure, because it didn't show Ben finding the idol underneath the camp, but sure enough, Ben finds an idol. And you know what? That's exactly what happens when you do not go after somebody that's a threat, and you know they're going to search for an idol, and you do nothing about it. You know what? That's what you get. So they got what's coming to them tonight. But that also brings up another point, because Devin says that just because he has the idol around his neck doesn't mean he's going to play it. So it was a little back and forth, like if he was going to play it or not, and sure enough, Ben actually does play it. So now Chrissy and Ben are safe. Chrissy winning immunity and everything. And now they're scrambling around, and Ben suggests, like pointing down, that they should get rid of Mike. He asks Ashley, do you want to go back to camp with me? Then vote out him. And he asked the same thing to Devin. And it ended up being Ashley that got sent home, and Ashley was one of my picks. And I actually did like Ashley. I didn't want to see her go home. I definitely think she had potential to make it to the final three. I was sad to see her go early, but, it is a game. You move on from it. But like I mentioned before, I'm not as sad this vote, because they actually got what was coming to them tonight for not going after Ben when he was searching for an idol, when they knew he was a big threat. Yeah, it's mind-boggling this season that they don't go after people when they're searching for an idol, and they tell just anybody about idols and advantages. It's crazy. I mean, I've never played the game. I wish I could play the game, but it seems like I'm already thinking better than these people are out there. So next week is the season finale of Survivor. I literally cannot believe next week is the season finale. It's been a crazy season, and I'm really hoping to see Ryan win the whole game. I'm hoping the final three of Ryan, Chrissy, and Devin stick, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's Survivor. If you guys want to check out Survivor, it is on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. on CBS. Until next time, stay regal.